So let's see here. Group of Death in Corsican. Grupo de Muerte. In Spanish, Grupo de la Muerte. French, Groupe de Mort. It's pretty straightforward. This is interesting. Scots Gaelic. Boindiam. I can't pronounce that. Not sober, anyways. I'm trying to figure out a way to describe the Champions League group we're in, and Group of Death is the most appropriate. My name's FM Jellicoe, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 96. So, Man City, FC Bayern, and Celtic. That's our group. Man City last year finished second in the Premier League. Bayern last year finished first in the Bundesliga. Celtic last year, league history. I don't have Scotland loaded, but I would almost bet... I'll have to go to the Ladbrokes here and then go to history, past winners. Yeah. So, Europa League, here we come. Now, since our home opener loss to PSG, we've been on a fairly good run. We were home against Dijon, and we absolutely thumped them 5-1, a brace by Macon, Javier Ruiz a goal, Mario Tomasi a goal, Kaplan a goal. We were then home against Nimes, and they held us to a draw. That was a frustrating game. We were then away at Guingamp, and we won 3-1 thanks to goals by Lemos, Gravenberch, and Kaplan. We were away at Nantes, and we beat them 3-2. It was a good game for us. Bastia a goal, Bernard a goal, Lemos with a goal, and then we were home against Bordeaux, and we got a 4-2 win, although Bastia tore his wrist ligaments in this game. That was after scoring a brace. He's out for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Kaplan a goal, Pichon a brace, Lemos a goal. Where does that leave us? Believe it or not, in a four-way tie for third place. It's early in the season, so I expect this to shake out a little bit. PSG's gone undefeated. Lyon has drawn with Toulouse. Monaco's lost to Caen. We've lost to PSG. Rennes has lost to Havre. Troyes has lost to Monaco, and then it goes from there. At the moment, Lemos and Kaplan are leading goal scorers with 4 each. Lemos has the highest average rating, 7.87. Tomasi, 3 assists. Fletchik, a 92% pass completion rate. And we've only got the 2 yellow cards so far. 6 games in the season, 2 yellow cards. That's really, really good for us. Transfer-wise, a couple more moves. Stefano Stridi, Udinese wanted him on loan. They're willing to pay us €50,000 a month and all of his salary, and I said sure. Christoph Roland, US BCO, made an unsolicited offer for him, €140,000, and he went out. Vallecano made an unsolicited offer for Luca Mercurio, and he really wanted to go. And frankly, I was okay with letting him to go because we were in talks to sign Sergio Mateo, and I suspect what happened is we made an offer to Sergio Mateo. They turned around and said, well, we want to loan Luca Mercurio from you. And I said, okay, and then they let Sergio Mateo come to us. 22 years old, pure box-to-box midfielder, very good Mazzala deep line playmaker, Carolero, rather. 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, under 21 caps for Spain. My scout found him, and he looked interesting, and I thought he was interested, the team wasn't. I thought, why not make an offer? Because I can never have enough midfielders in this game, especially with all the fixture congestion we're going to have coming up, especially against some of the teams we're playing with. But anyhow, I use a box-to-box midfielder. The guys I have playing box-to-box midfielder, they're good. They're not this good at it, but they're very good at it. And frankly, he was the right price for us. €17 million going up to 18.5 based on appearances. There's nothing wrong with that. We spent €104 million so far. We've sold 45.5. Budget-wise, we're still doing really well. €41 million in the transfer budget. We've got €700,000 to play with in the payroll. So, I mean, if, make budget adjustment here. So if I bring our payroll down to where, just above where it is right now, I could have 73 million, or I could have a payroll of 3 million. So, I'm okay with that. I'm not anticipating making a ton of transfer moves in the January transfer window. The one thing that was a bit disconcerting was, let me sort here. Mario Tomasi is wanted by Man City. They have not made an offer for him yet, and if they do, I don't know that I really want to let him go because he is our one and only team leader at the moment. Sessegnon's a highly influential player, but Sessegnon's 29 going on 30, and he's not getting any better. Luckily, I have a lot of influential players. I'm hoping guys like Orlov and Macon and Flores step up this year. I mentioned it in the beginning. Bastian Pichon tore his wrist ligaments. Let me go to current injuries here. And is out 3 to 5 weeks. And Strahina Jovanovic, Strahina damaged his foot. He's out for about another week. So, that said, we are playing Celtic today. And then we're home against Marseille. So, I think Celtic is the one team we can beat without needing a little bit of luck. The other team, Bayern and Man City, we're going to need a lot of luck to even draw against them. If we somehow manage to finish in second place here, it's because Man City and Bayern all beat up on each other and drew, and we drew with them as well. So, it's conceivable that, let me do the math here in my head real quick. 7 points could win this group, I think. So, that said, I'm going to check my formation, set my best 11, check the reserves, and we're going to come back with our first Champions League group match against Celtic in just a bit. Well, we played Bordeaux three days ago, and so the team is not in the best shape. My wingers in particular are a little bit tired. I did rest the team for the most part between these two games. But today we're playing our 4-1-3-2. Orlov in goal, Sessegnon, Ivanov, Moreno, and Flores as the defensive back four. Ayrton is the defensive midfielder behind Lemos, Mateo, and Tomasi. Kaplan and Valet up top as the strikers. I had a bunch of teams come after Valet as a lone player, and he wanted to go to a couple of them. But he's my, with Malongu going, he is my backup. And I'll send the assistant to this. He's my backup striker. He's going to be part of the rotation. Why is that so fast? Half hour in, no highlights. Celtics had 3 shot, 1 on target. We just got 2 and 2. So coming up on halftime, very quiet first half. This does not bode well for the second half. Holy cow, that was boring as heck. Really even match so far. We've had 3 shots, 2 on target. They've had 3 and 1. All of our shots have been long shots. Okay. I take a look. You know what? We'll do the pep talk. So I remember to do the pep talk. Okay, my unlucky boys didn't work for them. This is going to be one of those games where there's no highlights. Literally, we're 60 minutes in. There have been no highlights. Valet's on a 6-3. Kaplan's on a 6-3. We're going to bring Macon on as a false 9. Take Valet off. Sessegnon is going to come off and Florent Robert is going to come on. We're going to save our last sub for now. Lemos sends it into the crowd. Teta knocks it down. Moreno's going to run that down. Back out to Lemos. To Tomasi. To Lemos. Crosses it in. Macon's there. Ayrton top the box. Mateo out to Ivanov on the left. He holds it up. Back to Ayrton. To Tomasi. To Mateo. Takes a shot off the post. McKenna knocks it away but goes right to Lemos. He sends it in. Knocked down. Ayrton top the box. In the crowd. Knocked away. Macaulay to Teta. Roberts there. Heads it down to Tomasi. To Mateo. To Ayrton. Ayrton back to Tomasi. Up to Mateo. Out to Flores. All alone on the right. Outside of the box. Crosses in. Kaplan's there. Can't get it, but he runs it down to Robert. Dispossessed. John Jules driving forward. And he bounces it out of bounds for the throw-in. Wow, that was a hell of a sequence for not a lot of return. This game's going to end up being a tie. I think of our 7 shots, 4 of them happened in that highlight. Last chance, Moreno to Lemos. Out to Robert. Well, Robert crosses it in. Garcia gathers it. And this should be the game. And it is. I don't want to call that a hard-fought 0-0 draw. That one highlight there was really exciting. I wish we had more of those. Oh, disappointing, and teams should know that. Yep. Celtic held out for a draw. Yeah, okay. I'll come back and do the press conference here in a little bit. I'm going to do that offline, actually. We received $900,000 for a draw against Celtic, and we've got Marseille in 4 days. Woohoo! Fun times. So I'm going to do the press conference offline, and we're going to come back for the match at Marseille in just a bit. This could be the year someone else. Now, oddly enough, my backup keeper and Tomasi are both out with a virus, so they need to stay away from the shellfish. Orloff in goal. Sessegnon, Moreno, Bernard, and Flores is the defensive back four. Ayrton is the defensive midfielder behind Gravenberch. Mateo Lemos is the attacking midfielder behind Kaplan and Valet. We're playing a 4-4-2 narrow diamond today because they're playing a 4-1-3-1-1. That's not what I prepped for. Okay. Munier up top is good. Haidara's good. Aaron Martin's pretty good. Ramirez, who's been really good for them. But letting Ramirez move on let us get Orloff. So I'm okay with that. Hopefully this game will be a little bit more action-packed than the Celtic game. Blecik's out injured too, which is why Ayrton's getting the start. I really didn't want to have him start the game, but Blecik's not 100% match fit by any stretch of the imagination. He's good for maybe a half hour. Corner kick, Gravenberch. Bangura knocks it down. Lemos is going to get it. Back to Gravenberch in the box. Crosses it. Kaplan. Nope. Kaplan again. Oh, bounces back and forth. Valet. Oh. Had an opportunity, but the angle was just too great. Kaplan. Holds it up. Crosses it. Valet. Oh, Ramirez, a nice save. Gravenberch on the corner kick in. Mateo. And that is just right. Aaron on the throw-in for Marseille. Sends it right to Ayrton, who heads it down to Haidara. Torres has it now. Back to Toledo. Out to Holzinger. To Toledo. Back out to Holzinger. To Toledo. Back to Martinek. To Torres. To Jasinovic. To Haidara. Up to Munier. Cuts by one. Crosses the other. Orlov, a nice save. Bernard sends it out of bounds. Flores off the free kick, over to Ayrton. Back to Flores. Crosses it in. Ramirez is right there. Kaplan was waiting back post rather. Jasinovic on the rollout from Ramirez. Lumps it forward. Orlov, oh, that was dangerous, dude. Mateo to Ayrton. To Flores. Long cross to Sessegnon, upcoming, I see it. Maybe not. Flores crosses it in, knocked down. Toledo to Gravenberch. Ayrton loses it. Torres picks it up. It's 2-on-2. Munayer. What happened there? Something tells me Bernard played the ball instead of the player. Nuts. This is a home game, too. Get one back, guys. Flores to Ayrton. Back to Flores. Crosses it in. Kaplan. Right at Ramirez. Rolls it out to Jasinovic. Back to Ramirez. Up into space. Bernard knocks it down. Flores can't get to it. Munayer has it. No one in front of him. 1-on-1 with Orlov. Weak shot. Can we get one before half? That would be a no. 9 shots, 5 on target for us. 6 shots, 4 on target for Marseille. They've had a huge possession advantage, but it really hasn't helped them. Putting the ball into the box. Those long crosses were a bit much. Especially with a keeper of Ramirez's quality. We're not going to get much done there. No highlights so far. About 65 minutes in, we're going to make a couple changes. Vojic's going to come on for Ayrton. Robert is going to come on for Sessegnon. We'll do 3. Macon's going to come on for Valet and be a false 9. See if that can't play havoc with their defense. Gravenberch. Mateo runs down the ball to Lemos. Takes a shot. Don't know why. Mateo, yes. Gets there. Out to Kaplan, alone on the left, who loses it. Is he fouled? That's a foul. Oh, I have music for this. He was tripped. Come on, Hussein. Oh, man. Corner kick in. Gravenberch. Jesnovic knocks it down. Out to Lemos, who gives it up to Munayer. Are you kidding me? One-on-one with Orlov. Nice stop. Oh, come on, guys. Let's go to the very attacking here. They're nowhere near as match fit as we are. Gravenberch sends it in. Bernard off the post. Jasnovic sends it out of bounds. We've had our chances. 22 shots we've had. Robert to Kaplan. Sends it in. Macon off the crossbar. Oh, come on. Kaplan loses it. Torres has it. Sends it up. Munayer has it. He's going to be one-on-one with Orlov, and it's a weak shot. Get it down the field, Ivan. Run out of time. Robert. To Kaplan. Back to Lemos. Come on. Mateo. Out to Flores. Last chance. Cross it in. It bounces out of bounds. It's going to be the game. Son of a gun. Gravenberch. Kaplan. That was frustrating. 3 clear-cut chances. We had 2 half chances. 7 long shots, though. What the heck was that, guys? Come on. Talk about your missed chances. And we lost the under-19s as well. I'm going to do the press conference here, and we'll come back and see who we're playing next. So playing it out ahead, we're going to play our first Bayern game offline. We're going to come back for Man City and Lens. And then we're going to come back for Havert and Celtic. And then we'll come back for Bayern and Kahn, depending on who our Kudu League 4th round match is. So Man City will be the one team from the group will live comp twice. That's asking for trouble. I know it is. Oh, those were 2. Okay, the Celtic game was a snooze fest. We had the one highlight where we had like 4 shots in front of the goal and none of them went in. We had our chances against Marseille. We just couldn't make them work. Ramirez had the one brilliant save, then he had the save on the penalty kick. So we're currently in 5th place on 13 points. Leon is top at 19. So, that said, that's going to be the plan. We'll see how it works. If you liked what you saw and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM19, and I thank you for watching the Return Out Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 96.